Overseas now to Japan, where President Biden is meeting with America's allies, but the president has cut the trip short as the debt ceiling showdown intensifies at home. Senior national correspondent Terry Moran is with the president in Hiroshima. Good morning, Terry.
Hey, George, this was supposed to be a major foreign trip for President Biden, but the dysfunction back in Washington, that game of chicken over the national debt, has undermined him overseas. He's canceled stops in Australia and Papua New Guinea, and the negotiations continue. The clock keeps ticking.
Overnight, President Biden arriving in Japan for the annual G7 summit, meeting first with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida.
When our countries stand together, we stand stronger.
The agenda here in Hiroshima is stacked: Ukraine, China, climate change, and more. But the debt ceiling drama back in Washington followed the president here and hangs over these meetings. Before he left, Biden tried to reassure the country and the world.
I'm confident that we'll get the agreement on the budget, that America will not default.
For months, Biden insisted he would not negotiate over the debt ceiling, accusing Republicans of holding the economy hostage to get their way on spending cuts. But with the clock ticking, Biden changed his tune, and the outlines of a deal are emerging. Republicans would agree to raise the debt limit for 1 year in exchange for spending cuts or caps on spending, clawing back some unspent COVID funds, and tougher work requirements for some federal aid programs for poorer Americans. Those proposed work requirements for people receiving food aid, assistance to families with young children, and Medicaid have ignited fierce opposition from many Democrats. But Biden has said he's open to these ideas while trying to downplay the whole issue.
I'm not going to accept any work requirements that's going to impact on medical health needs of people, but it's possible there could be a few others, but not anything of any consequence.
Asked about that comment, House Speaker and Republicans, citing Biden's support years ago for similar measures, laughed at the president.
Anything that has consequence. This is a senator who voted for work requirements.
Senior White House officials will continue their negotiations with Speaker McCarthy's team with that June 1st deadline getting closer every day. George?
And because it's getting closer, of course, this is the president's top priority right now. But he couldn't cancel the entire trip, Terry.
It has to be his top priority, George. Given the stakes here, the economic research firm Moody's estimates that if the debt limit is breached, even for a few days, it could cost up to 1.5 million American jobs. And if that breach, that impasse lasts for months, which would be the nightmare scenario, up to 7.8 million jobs could be wiped out across the country.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.